Antarctica. The very name evokes images of endless white plains, bone-chilling winds, and a silence so absolute it almost feels alive. This is a land of extremes, a world apart from the familiar rhythms of human life. Towering glaciers rise like frozen cathedrals, their jagged peaks catching the pale sunlight and casting shadows that stretch for miles. Beneath this pristine surface, the continent guards secrets that have survived the passage of millennia, hidden beneath layers of ice so thick that even the most advanced satellites can barely penetrate. For centuries, explorers have ventured into this desolate expanse, facing temperatures so low they can freeze exposed skin in minutes. Storms sweep across the ice with a ferocity that seems almost purposeful, a natural barrier keeping the curious at bay. And yet, despite the inhospitable conditions, Antarctica has never failed to captivate the human imagination. It is a land where every footprint may mark the first steps of a modern intruder on a continent that has been witness to ancient, forgotten histories. Recent explorations have unveiled landscapes that defy expectation. Autonomous submersibles, sliding beneath ice shelves hundreds of meters thick, have revealed valleys, ridges and plateaus sculpted in the ice like the remnants of a hidden civilization. These formations, invisible from above, suggest a history of movement, of forces acting upon the land for thousands, perhaps millions of years. In some areas, researchers have discovered depressions the size of entire city blocks, carved deep into the ice, prompting questions about what once lay beneath. Could these formations be natural, or do they hint at something more extraordinary, a lost geography frozen in time? Scientists like Professor Anna Wallen have been at the forefront of these revelations. Using a combination of radar, sonar and seismic imaging, her team has mapped vast networks of ice-carved channels, valleys and peaks, revealing Antarctica's underworld, a landscape of astonishing scale and alien beauty. What was once thought to be a flat, monotonous expanse is now understood as a dynamic and evolving environment, hiding mysteries that may reshape our understanding of Earth's climate and history. Yet amidst these discoveries lies a sobering reality. Antarctica is melting, and rapidly. Warm ocean currents gnaw at the undersides of ice shelves, destabilizing formations that have stood for millennia. The very secrets the continent guards may be lost forever as glaciers retreat and ice sheets collapse into the sea. Humanity faces a stark choice: to observe, to learn, and to preserve, or to ignore the silent warnings written in ice. The frozen frontier is more than a wilderness. It is a mirror, reflecting both the resilience of nature and the fragility of our world. Every ridge, every cavern, every shifting glacier tells a story of time, of survival, and of a planet still largely unexplored. In Antarctica, the extremes are not merely measured in degrees below zero. They are measured in mystery, wonder, and the unyielding call of the unknown. Beneath the seemingly endless white deserts of Antarctica lies a world that few have ever glimpsed, a hidden realm of valleys, peaks, and formations sculpted in ice over millennia. For centuries, this frozen expanse was thought to be static and inert, a blank canvas of snow and ice stretching to the horizon. But as technology has advanced, scientists are discovering that Antarctica's surface is merely a thin veil concealing a labyrinthine underworld, one that challenges everything we thought we knew about the continent. Subglacial imaging has unveiled astonishing formations hidden hundreds of meters below the ice. Valleys the size of metropolitan cities stretch beneath glaciers, their floors carved with winding channels and depressions that suggest water once flowed here freely. Peaks rise like frozen obelisks, their sheer faces etched with striations that speak of immense pressure and shifting ice. Some formations appear almost unnatural, geometric in their symmetry, prompting speculation that these anomalies could be evidence of ancient geological events or something far more mysterious. Professor Anna Wallen, who has dedicated years to mapping the continent's hidden depths, describes her first encounters with these anomalies as jaw-dropping. Using a combination of ground-penetrating radar, seismic surveys, and autonomous submersibles, her team has penetrated what was once thought impenetrable. Every signal returned from beneath the ice tells a story of water carving channels, of ice slowly shifting, and of landscapes frozen in a time before humans even walked the earth. The subglacial valleys, in particular, are enigmatic. Some stretch for tens of kilometers, their walls towering hundreds of meters above, creating caverns and canyons that could rival any found on the surface of the planet. Yet the mystery deepens. Within these hidden formations lie peculiar depress, scions and swirling patterns etched into the ice as if by design. Some speculate they could be the remnants of ancient lakes frozen in time. Others suggest more fantastical theories. Perhaps these structures were shaped by unknown forces, or by civilizations long lost to history. While mainstream science leans toward natural explanations, the sheer scale and complexity of the formations leave room for wonder, inviting us to imagine the impossible. These discoveries are not merely academic. They have profound implications for understanding Antarctica's past climate, the behavior of its ice sheets, and the potential for life in extreme environments. The very existence of subglacial lakes and hidden valleys may hold clues to microbial life surviving in isolation for tens of thousands of years, untouched by sunlight or modern civilization. They remind us that even in the harshest, most remote corners of the planet, life, or at least the memory of it, persists. Antarctica, in its frozen silence, conceals a world of astonishing complexity. As we peer beneath the ice, what we find is not simply snow and rock, but a landscape of mystery and revelation. Each valley, cavern, and anomaly invites questions. How old is this hidden world? What forces shaped it? And above all, what secrets have remained buried for so long, waiting for humanity's curiosity to uncover them? In the icy heart of the continent, the unknown beckons, and those brave enough to look beneath the surface may be the first to glimpse a world frozen in both time and wonder. Beneath Antarctica's vast, blindingly white surface, secrets lie buried, secrets that have tantalized explorers and scientists for decades. Among the most intriguing are pyramid-like structures spotted in satellite imagery, their sharp edges and geometric symmetry strikingly distinct from the natural formations around them. At first glance, they seem almost impossible, a series of perfectly angular peaks in a land of organic, wind-sculpted ice. Could these be mere illusions of light and shadow, or do they point towards something far more extraordinary? The initial discovery came through high-resolution satellite surveys. Researchers studying topographical anomalies noticed features that defied natural explanation. Unlike the irregular ridges and jagged cliffs typical of Antarctica, these formations displayed an uncanny regularity, triangular faces, near-perfect alignments, and proportions reminiscent of the pyramids of Egypt and Mesoamerica. Even more astonishing was their location, buried beneath hundreds of meters of ice, hidden from the world for millennia. Speculation grew quickly. Some proposed that these pyramids were natural occurrences, formed by erosion and geological processes. Others dared to dream of something more audacious, a lost civilization, ancient beyond comprehension, whose knowledge and architecture had been swallowed by ice and time. The thought was intoxicating. Could humanity's past extend far deeper than textbooks admit? Could Antarctica, a land often considered barren and inhospitable, once have harbored intelligent life? Satellite images alone could not provide answers. To investigate further, scientists turned to radar imaging and ice-penetrating technologies. Signals reflected off dense pyramid-shaped cores beneath the ice, confirming that these were not mere optical illusions. The formations maintained a remarkable symmetry over hundreds of meters, their tips slicing sharply through the snow above. Dr. Elena Kovac, a geophysicist involved in subglacial research, remarked, "We're looking at something that challenges our understanding of both geology and history. Either this is a rare natural phenomenon we don't yet comprehend, or there is a story waiting to be uncovered, one that predates recorded civilization by tens of thousands of years." Theories abound. Some suggest these pyramids may have been built during a time when Antarctica was free of ice, possibly during a warmer epoch thousands of years ago. Others propose that they are relics of a prehistoric culture, long erased by climate change, its achievements frozen beneath the continent for eternity. The notion stretches credulity, yet the evidence, the precise angles, the symmetry, the alignment with surrounding features, compels continued investigation. Beyond their mystery, these lost pyramids raise profound questions about human history. If the ice truly conceals traces of ancient architecture, our understanding of the origins of civilization may be incomplete. They remind us that even in the most extreme, isolated corners of our planet, remnants of the past may lie hidden, waiting for the curious to uncover them. As scientists probe the frozen depths, Antarctica remains a silent guardian, its icy veil concealing wonders that challenge our imagination and beckon us toward discovery. In the harsh, unrelenting expanse of Antarctica, few events have stirred the imagination like Operation Highjump. Launched in 1946, just months after the end of World War II, this massive U.S. Navy expedition was officially described as a mission to train personnel, test equipment in extreme conditions, and consolidate America's presence on the frozen continent. Yet, beneath the surface of official records lies a cloud of secrecy, speculation, and unexplained encounters that have fueled decades of intrigue. Operation Highjump was unprecedented in scale. Over 4,700 personnel, 13 ships, and dozens of aircraft braved the icy frontier. Their mission was to map uncharted territories, study the climate, and test the limits of human endurance against one of the planet's harshest environments. But whispers of what they truly encountered began almost immediately. Stories emerged of strange aerial phenomena, unidentified flying objects hovering over ice fields, and reports of fortified structures concealed beneath glaciers. Some claim that the operation's true objective went far beyond training exercises. According to conspiracy theories and declassified documents, the U.S. military may have sought out hidden Nazi installations left in Antarctica during the final days of World War II. Rumors spoke of secret bases, advanced technology, and even remnants of experimental weaponry buried beneath the ice. Pilots returning from reconnaissance flights reported strange radar anomalies and icy peaks that seemed too geometrically precise to be natural, sparking whispers of ancient pyramids and hidden cities beneath the Antarctic ice. The expedition itself faced immense challenges. Whiteout storms, sub-zero temperatures, and treacherous terrain turned every flight and maneuver into a perilous gamble. Several aircraft were lost to the merciless landscape, never to return. Some theorists claim that these losses were not accidents, but the result of encounters with otherworldly defenses or unknown forces guarding what lay beneath. High-ranking officers maintained silence, fueling speculation and the legend of a secret Antarctic war. Despite the secrecy, the operation did achieve remarkable feats. Operation Highjump produced detailed maps of vast stretches of Antarctica, established temporary bases, and tested military equipment in extreme cold. But it was the unanswered questions, the unexplained sightings, the missing aircraft, and the obscure reports buried in classified files that have kept the story alive. Researchers and enthusiasts still debate whether the expedition glimpsed the remnants of a hidden civilization, advanced Nazi technology, or something even stranger. Operation Highjump remains a shadowed chapter in history, blending documented achievements with the mystique of the unknown. Antarctica, a land already shrouded in ice and mystery, became a stage for human ambition, fear, and curiosity. The echoes of that frozen expedition continue to captivate the imagination, suggesting that beneath the continent's surface, secrets still lie in wait, frozen in time and hidden from the world. For decades, explorers and scholars have been drawn to this mystery, compelled by the haunting possibility that the story of Operation Highjump is far from finished. For centuries, humanity has gazed at the Earth's vast expanse and wondered what might lie beneath its surface. From ancient myths to modern speculation, the idea of a hollow Earth, a hidden world inside our own, has captivated imaginations, inspiring explorers, scientists, and dreamers alike. While mainstream science describes our planet as a molten core surrounded by solid rock, legends tell a different story, of vast subterranean landscapes, glowing caverns, and life forms entirely unknown to the surface world. Antarctica, the planet's most extreme frontier, has long been linked to these tales. Its ice-covered plains and seemingly impenetrable glaciers have led some theorists to speculate that the continent hides entrances to a world beneath, a labyrinth of tunnels, valleys, and chambers untouched by sunlight for millennia. Early polar explorers whispered of uncanny phenomena, magnetic anomalies that defied understanding, strange light sources deep beneath the ice, and uncharted valleys that appeared to vanish into the horizon. Were these merely natural anomalies or glimpses into something far stranger? The hollow Earth concept is not merely a modern curiosity. Ancient texts and legends from cultures across the globe speak of subterranean realms. In Mesopotamia, the underworld was described as a parallel existence beneath the earth. Norse mythology spoke of Svartalfheim, the land of dark elves hidden beneath mountains. Indigenous lore from the Arctic and South America describes cavernous realms inhabited by mysterious beings, realms where the laws of nature are unlike those above. Could these stories be fragments of a truth long forgotten, distorted through generations into myth? Modern technology has only deepened the mystery. Ground-penetrating radar, seismic surveys, and satellite imagery have revealed unexpected formations beneath the Antarctic ice. Enormous valles, lays, vast plateaus, and ridges that some argue are too precise to be entirely natural. These formations appear almost as if sculpted, evoking the image of a world carefully carved and preserved in the deep freeze. Scientists caution against jumping to conclusions, yet the sheer scale of these anomalies has left even the most skeptical researchers intrigued. The hollow Earth theory also brushes against human curiosity about life beyond our reach. Could these hidden chambers host unknown ecosystems, isolated species, or even remnants of ancient civilizations? The idea is tantalizing. A hidden refuge, impervious to the ages, waiting for humanity to rediscover it. Some explorers dream of drilling, tunneling, or navigating subglacial rivers to reach these fabled depths, driven by the hope that we are not alone on our own planet, and that the Earth itself holds secrets as profound as those of the cosmos. Echoes of the hollow Earth continue to ripple through both science and imagination. Antarctica, already a place of extremes, remains one of the final frontiers of human exploration, where myth and reality collide. Whether the hollow Earth is legend or truth, it challenges our perception of the planet, inviting us to consider that beneath our feet may lie entire worlds we have yet to comprehend, waiting silently beneath the ice, frozen in time but alive in our curiosity. Beneath Antarctica's blinding white expanse, where temperatures plunge to unimaginable lows and storms roar with relentless fury, a silent record of Earth's distant past has been preserved. Fossils, entombed in ice for millions of years, emerge like whispers from a frozen world, revealing life forms that existed long before humans walked the planet. Each fragment, each bone, tells a story of ecosystems that thrived in climates both familiar and alien, frozen as if time itself had paused. The discovery of these fossils has transformed our understanding of Antarctica. Far from being a lifeless desert of ice and snow, the continent was once a lush landscape, home to creatures unlike anything alive today. Scientists have uncovered the remains of giant amphibians, towering ferns, and marine animals that thrived in oceans teeming with life. Even more astonishing are the traces of species that seem to straddle the line between known prehistoric creatures and enigmatic forms that defy classification. Ice has acted as both tomb and time capsule, preserving the delicate structures of bones, skin impressions, and even soft tissues that would otherwise have long since decayed. One of the most striking finds came from an expedition that drilled deep into a subglacial lake, sealed from the outside world for millions of years. When the ice was carefully removed, researchers found the fossilized remains of strange marine creatures, their forms intact. their details so precise that scientists could reconstruct their anatomy in 3 dimensions. These were species that predated known records, hinting at ecosystems that existed in isolation, untouched by the evolutionary pressures of the modern world. The implications were staggering. Antarctica had been a sanctuary for ancient life, and in its ice it still held secrets waiting to be uncovered. The frozen fossils also speak to Earth's dramatic climatic history. They reveal a planet that has undergone immense transformation. Ice sheets advancing and retreating, seas rising and falling, continents drifting across the globe. Life adapted, evolved, and sometimes vanished, leaving traces behind that offer us a glimpse into a time when the world was vastly different. Every discovery challenges our assumptions, urging paleontologists to reconsider the resilience of life and the story of evolution itself. For those who explore these frozen remnants, there is a profound sense of connection across time. Holding a fossil preserved in ice is like touching the distant past. It is a reminder that life's story did not begin with humans, nor will it end with us. These frozen records encourage awe, humility, and curiosity, painting Antarctica not as a barren wasteland, but as a vault of history, a silent, icy museum of life that existed long before us and may hold lessons for the future. Frozen fossils are more than relics. They are voices from another era, speaking through the ice, telling us that our planet's history is far richer, stranger, and more fragile than we could ever imagine. Beneath Antarctica's frozen surface lies a treasure trove of life that refuses to be forgotten, a window into the deep past preserved perfectly in time. In the shadowed corners of history, few tales are as tantalizing or as mysterious as the story of Nazi ambitions in Antarctica. It is a narrative woven from fragments of fact, rumor, and the imagination, a chilling fusion of wartime secrecy and the allure of the unknown. As World War II raged across Europe, whispers began to circulate that the Third Reich sought more than territorial dominance. They sought a hidden refuge, a remote fortress at the ends of the earth. Antarctica, vast, icy, and virtually uncharted at the time, became the stage for these enduring legends. The German Antarctic expedition of 1938 to 1939, officially documented, ventured to the continent aboard a fleet of ships and aircraft, mapping the coastline and claiming swathes of land they called New Swabia. While the expedition's stated goal was scientific exploration, conspiracy theorists suggest a darker purpose, scouting locations for secret bases, submarines, and even advanced research projects that might give Germany an advantage in the war. The continent's remote ice shelves and towering glaciers, impenetrable to most human eyes, seemed perfect for hiding forbidden technologies or clandestine laboratories. Accounts of hidden Nazi relics beneath the ice, rumors of underground bunkers, mysterious aircraft, and crates filled with unknown materials captured imaginations around the world. Some stories even claim that Hitler and Eva Braun were spirited away to this icy wasteland in the war's final days, their fates preserved by Antarctic ice and a covert network of operatives. Perhaps most outlandish of all are tales suggesting that the Nazis attempted secret experiments, including cloning or advanced weapon development, far from the prying eyes of Allied forces. While historians caution that these claims are largely speculative, the absence of comprehensive records allows the stories to thrive. The post-war years only deepened the mystery. Expeditions and satellite imagery have revealed ice caves, subglacial lakes, and unusual formations that some believe could conceal remnants of the past. U-boat logs, fragmentary journals, and eyewitness accounts have fueled decades of intrigue, prompting endless debate among researchers, adventurers, and conspiracy theorists alike. Was New Swabia merely a fleeting foothold in the Antarctic wilderness, or did it mask secrets so extraordinary that they remain hidden beneath layers of ice to this day? Beyond the lore lies a broader truth about human fascination. The blend of secrecy, isolation, and lost knowledge is irresistible. Antarctica itself is a landscape that defies expectation, a place where the human footprint is minimal, yet every discovery resonates with the drama of survival and ambition. The myth of a Nazi base is as much about our hunger for narrative as it is about historical reality, a story that bridges the line between science, history, and imagination. Whether real or entirely fabricated, the Nazi base theory endures because it taps into something primal, the allure of forbidden knowledge buried beneath the ice. It reminds us that the frozen continent holds stories we have yet to fully comprehend, and that even in an age of satellites and exploration, Antarctica can remain a place of mystery, danger, and uncharted secrets. The legend persists, frozen in time, like the ice itself, waiting for the next daring expedition or the next curious mind to uncover its truth. Beneath Antarctica's endless white plains, a subtle hum whispers through the ice, a signal barely perceptible yet impossible to ignore. For decades, scientists have monitored the frozen continent with sensitive instruments, recording phenomena that defy conventional explanation. Deep beneath the glaciers, electromagnetic pulses and unusual radio signals have been detected, patterns that seem too regular, too deliberate to be purely natural. These signals, faint yet persistent, challenge our understanding of physics, geology, and the very history of this remote land. The discovery began in earnest, with advances in deep ice-penetrating radar and radio astronomy. Teams stationed across the continent, from the McMurdo Research Station to remote autonomous probes, began noticing anomalies, short bursts of energy, rhythmic sequences, and signals that appeared to originate from beneath the thick ice sheets. At first, researchers attributed the readings to tectonic shifts, ice cracking, or the electromagnetic activity of Earth itself. But as the data accumulated, patterns emerged, pulses that suggested purpose, as though something or someone was trying to communicate across time and distance. Dr. Helena Voss, a leading geophysicist, recounts her astonishment upon analyzing the signals. "At first we assumed interference from our instruments," she explained. "But after weeks of calibration and cross-referencing, the signals persisted. They were consistent, structured, and, most intriguingly, not originating from any known natural source." Theories began to circulate, ranging from subglacial geothermal phenomena to remnants of ancient magnetic storms. Yet the more conventional explanations were insufficient to account for the rhythm and clarity embedded in the readings. Some speculate that these signals may be far older than any human record. Could they be echoes from civilizations long lost to time, civilizations whose existence has been erased beneath kilometers of ice? Others suggest that the signals are artificial in origin, perhaps left by explorers from a prehistoric era, or even by an unknown intelligence still hidden beneath the ice. The notion straddles the line between scientific curiosity and myth, echoing the legends of hollow earth theorists who have long imagined secret worlds beneath the frozen surface. Modern technology, however, allows unprecedented scrutiny. Autonomous submarines and robotic probes can navigate subglacial lakes and rivers, scanning for the source of the electromagnetic pulses. Satellite arrays detect faint anomalies in magnetic fields, while deep-sea probes map underwater topographies, revealing ice-carved valleys and cavernous structures where signals may originate. Each discovery fuels the growing tension between science and speculation, between what we know and what we can only imagine. The signals from the ice are more than just data points. They are a reminder of the unknown, a silent testament to Antarctica's secrets. They suggest that beneath the frozen surface lies a story yet untold, one that may reshape our understanding of history, geology, and the very boundaries of life on Earth. As researchers continue to listen, calibrate, and explore, the frozen continent keeps its mysteries, coaxing humanity closer to truths buried deep in time and ice. Antarctica, vast and merciless, remains a continent not just of ice, but of whispers, hums, and enigmatic signals from a world waiting patiently to reveal itself. Deep beneath Antarctica's frozen expanse, researchers have stumbled upon formations that defy expectation. What began as routine ice-penetrating radar scans revealed vast cavities, enormous chambers, and meandering tunnels stretching for kilometers under the ice. These formations, symmetrical in places and astonishingly precise in others, suggest more than the chaotic handiwork of glaciers. Could they be natural phenomena sculpted by millennia of ice flow, Or are they remnants of an ancient civilization, frozen and preserved under layers of ice for untold ages? Dr. Elena Kostova, a geologist specializing in subglacial structures, describes the discovery with a mix of awe and caution. The scale of these chambers is staggering, she explains. Some vaults reach the height of modern cathedral ceilings. The tunnels curve and intersect in ways that seem purposeful. When you map them out in 3 dimensions, there is an undeniable sense of design. The formations have been dubbed the Cathedral Under the Ice, evoking both the architectural grandeur of human creation and the sublime mystery of nature's power. These subterranean halls contain features that amplify the sense of wonder. Some chambers exhibit unusual acoustics, where sounds echo in haunting clarity. Others display patterns in the rock walls, striations and ridges that appear almost ornamental, reminiscent of carved reliefs. Scientists have meticulously documented each anomaly using laser scanning, 3D mapping, and subglacial drones. Every new discovery deepens the mystery, raising questions about how such spaces could have formed, and whether human or pre-human hands played a role in their creation. Speculation has surged. Some researchers posit that these chambers are natural ice caves, carved by water channels over millennia, frozen into their current form. Yet others entertain more extraordinary ideas. Could this be evidence of a long-lost civilization that existed in a warmer epoch, buried and preserved as the ice advanced? The symmetry of the tunnels and the size of the chambers challenge conventional explanations, hinting at a purpose beyond mere survival, perhaps ceremonial, architectural, or even scientific. The Cathedral Under the Ice also raises profound questions about Antarctica's hidden history. If these structures are indeed man-made, what society could have possessed the engineering skills to construct them, and how did they vanish beneath the ice? Could they connect to ancient legends of civilizations lost to time, or are they part of a story modern science has yet to comprehend? Each expedition into these chambers offers tantalizing glimpses, walls that seem too perfect, tunnels too deliberate, and caverns that stir the imagination with their scale and majesty. As technology advances, teams plan to send more autonomous drones and even manned explorations into these subglacial cathedrals. With every scan, every centimeter mapped, Antarctica whispers its secrets. The cathedral. Under the ice remains silent yet imposing, a testament to the unknown forces, natural, artificial, or perhaps both, that shaped it. In the frozen heart of our planet, a hidden masterpiece endures, waiting for humanity to uncover its story, and perhaps to reimagine the boundaries of history and architecture itself. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis created a map that would baffle historians for centuries. Known today as the Piri Reis map, this intricate chart depicts the coasts of Europe, Africa, and astonishingly, parts of the Americas, and even Antarctica. What makes it truly extraordinary is that Antarctica appears free of ice, suggesting a detailed knowledge of its coastline centuries before the continent was officially discovered in 1820. How could an explorer in the early 16th century know the geography of a landlocked, ice-covered continent? The map, painstakingly recreated on gazelle skin parchment, reveals coastlines with a precision that challenges conventional history. Scholars have marveled at the accuracy of its depictions, noting rivers, bays, and mountain ranges that were not documented until modern times. The southernmost landmass, interpreted by some as Antarctica, aligns with satellite maps remarkably well, raising profound questions about ancient knowledge and navigation. Did civilizations long forgotten possess the ability to chart lands that were thought inaccessible for thousands of years? Dr. Robert Hewitt, a historian of cartography, explains the intrigue. The Piri Reis map shows us that our ancestors may have known more about the world than we've given them credit for. It's not just a curiosity. It's evidence that there were sources of knowledge, possibly ancient maps or oral traditions, now lost to time. The precision is what truly amazes me. Some theories suggest that the map was compiled from even older charts, possibly derived from Greek, Phoenician, or other ancient seafaring civilizations. The lost wisdom of these civilizations may have allowed mariners to traverse oceans and document coastlines long before modern instruments existed. Yet, controversy surrounds the map. Skeptics argue that interpretations suggesting it depicts Antarctica are flawed, claiming the southern landmass might be South America distorted by early cartographic techniques. Others insist the map's existence is proof of advanced ancient exploration, perhaps by a civilization capable of polar navigation long before history recorded it. Regardless of interpretation, the Piri Reis map remains a symbol of mystery, a tantalizing glimpse into the unknown. What is undeniable is the map's enduring influence on our imagination. Scholars, explorers, and enthusiasts alike have pored over its details, attempting to reconstruct its sources and decipher its implications. The possibility that Antarctica was once ice-free, or that ancient civilizations possessed knowledge we have yet to fully understand, challenges not only historical timelines, but also our understanding of human ingenuity. Centuries later, the Piri Reis map continues to inspire questions about the limits of exploration and the mysteries buried beneath the ice. It reminds us that history is never fully written, that hidden knowledge may linger in forgotten archives, and that the frozen continent of Antarctica may hold secrets far older and stranger than we can imagine. As researchers study its contours and compare them with modern data, one thing becomes clear. The Piri Reis map is more than a chart. It is a window into a past that refuses to remain silent. Beneath Antarctica's seemingly endless white surface lies a hidden world, a realm of mystery and astonishing complexity. While satellites capture the vast whiteness of glaciers and ice sheets, scientists using ground-penetrating radar, seismic imaging, and autonomous submarines have uncovered an entirely different landscape, one that is invisible from above. Beneath nearly 2 kilometers of solid ice, subglacial lakes, rivers, and even vast plateaus form a secret network of hidden oceans, carving landscapes that rival any on the planet's surface. Lake Vostok, one of the largest subglacial lakes, stretches for over 250 kilometers and contains more than 5,000 cubic kilometers of water. For millions of years, it has remained sealed beneath ice, isolated from the outside world. The extreme conditions, cold, darkness, high pressure, have created a laboratory of evolution unlike anywhere else. Microbes, possibly ancient and unknown to science, may survive here, hinting at life that persists in isolation, untouched by external ecosystems. But Vostok is only one of hundreds of subglacial lakes discovered across the continent. Some, like Lake Whillans, reveal evidence of flowing water, suggesting dynamic underground rivers that meander beneath kilometers of ice. These hidden waterways have carved valleys, channels, and depressions, creating surreal underwater topographies. Plateaus rise beneath the ice like frozen islands, while canyons and basins plunge deep into the earth, forming landscapes reminiscent of alien worlds. Researchers have described their findings as Earth's final frontier, a place where geology, hydrology, and biology intertwine in complete secrecy. Exploration is not easy. Drilling through kilometers of ice without contaminating these pristine ecosystems requires cutting-edge technology and meticulous planning. Remote-operated submersibles, capable of enduring freezing temperatures and crushing pressure, navigate these dark waters, transmitting images and data that defy imagination. In these hidden oceans, scientists have discovered microbial mats, sediment layers, and chemical compositions that could rewrite our understanding of life's resilience. The implications extend far beyond Antarctica. If life can persist in complete darkness and isolation beneath ice, it raises possibilities for extraterrestrial habitats on moons like Europa or Enceladus, which harbor subsurface oceans beneath ice crusts. Antarctica becomes not just a frozen desert, but a blueprint for life in extreme conditions elsewhere in the solar system. Yet the subglacial world is also a warning. Satellite data shows that warm ocean currents are gradually eating away at the ice from below, destabilizing these hidden ecosystems. Plateaus may collapse, rivers may shift, and ancient waters may mix with the outside world. Understanding these hidden oceans is critical not only for science, but for humanity, as melting Antarctic ice directly affects global sea levels and climate patterns. Beneath the frozen surface lies a story of Earth unseen by the casual observer, a secret network of lakes, rivers, and submerged plateaus, alive with possibilities. The ice wall and hidden oceans of Antarctica remind us that even on a planet we call home, mysteries endure, waiting patiently for those daring enough to uncover them. Beneath the pristine white of Antarctica, where temperatures plunge well below freezing and storms rage across endless ice sheets, whispers of an ancient civilization emerge from the shadows of time. For centuries, this frozen continent was thought to be a barren wasteland, untouched by humans. Yet modern technology, from satellite imagery to ground-penetrating radar, hints at structures and geometric formations that defy explanation, lines, grids, and shapes that appear far too precise to be entirely natural. Could this vast icy expanse have once hosted life, perhaps even a thriving civilization, long before the last ice age enveloped it in frost? Explorers and researchers have noted anomalies beneath the ice, symmetrical mounds, tunnel-like depressions and patterns that echo architectural intent. Some formations resemble streets or building foundations, while others hint at monumental structures, perhaps temples, ceremonial platforms, or fortifications. The sheer scale of these hidden features suggests a society capable of engineering on a grand level, one that could organize labor, design systems, and manipulate materials even in extreme conditions. If humans, or an earlier intelligent species, truly inhabited Antarctica, they would have faced immense challenges. Ice sheets that today are kilometers thick may have been thinner or even absent during warmer climatic periods, allowing access to resources and fresh water. Archaeological speculation suggests that these early inhabitants may have cultivated small settlements near rivers or lakes, hunting megafauna that roamed the land and adapting to the harsh environment with ingenuity lost to modern memory. Adding fuel to the mystery are reports of underground tunnels revealed through radar mapping that stretch for kilometers beneath the ice. These labyrinthine passages could have served as shelters, storage chambers, or sacred spaces. Their existence raises tantalizing questions. Did a sophisticated network of subterranean infrastructure allow this civilization to survive extreme cold, or are these formations the remnants of something far older and more enigmatic? Scientists are cautious, emphasizing that much of the evidence could be explained by natural geological processes. Ice movement, erosion, and sublimation can create remarkable geometric forms, yet the precision and consistency of certain formations challenge this assumption, keeping speculation alive. The debate continues, bridging the worlds of archaeology, geology, and climate science. Even more intriguing is the possibility that ancient myths and global legends may hold kernels of truth. Stories of a sunken land, advanced civilizations lost to cataclysm, or knowledge wiped away by ice echo across cultures and continents. Could Antarctica be the key to a forgotten chapter of human or pre-human history? A civilization erased by glacial forces and remembered only in whispers frozen beneath layers of ice. As technology advances and researchers continue to probe the continent's frozen depths, each discovery draws us closer to understanding whether Antarctica was merely a remote wilderness or a stage for an intelligent civilization long hidden from history. Beneath the ice lies a story waiting to be told, a narrative of survival, innovation, and mystery, preserved in frozen silence for millennia. Beneath Antarctica's endless white expanse, scientists have stumbled upon a phenomenon that challenges their understanding of Earth's very foundations. Across the frozen continent, sensitive instruments have detected magnetic anomalies, disturbances in the planet's magnetic field that are far too strong and erratic to be explained by natural ice or rock formations alone. These invisible ripples ripple across the landscape, hinting at something immense and enigmatic lying just beneath the ice. The discovery began with satellite surveys and ground-based magnetometers, which revealed localized areas where magnetic forces spiked unexpectedly. In some regions, the anomalies were so intense they interfered with compass readings, GPS instruments, and even aircraft navigation. Geologists initially suspected the anomalies could be caused by iron-rich rock or volcanic deposits buried beneath the ice. Yet further investigation failed to account for the size, shape, and intensity of these distortions. The patterns seemed too regular, too deliberate, to be entirely natural. Speculation quickly took hold. Could these magnetic disturbances mark the presence of massive hidden structures, lost to time and encased in Antarctic ice for millennia? Some theorists suggest enormous subterranean cities, pyramids, or other human-made constructions, their metallic foundations distorting the Earth's magnetic field. Others imagine natural anomalies of extraordinary proportions, giant magnetic minerals concentrated in ways never before recorded on Earth. The scientific community remains cautious, but the mystery invites imagination, bridging the line between science and legend. Researchers have embarked on daring expeditions, drilling through ice sheets hundreds of meters thick to sample bedrock and search for clues. Sophisticated mapping techniques, including airborne electromagnetic surveys and sea-penetrating radar, are used to trace the contours of these hidden structures. Each result reveals more questions than answers. Some anomalies align along geometric patterns, while others form circular or elongated shapes that suggest intentional design rather than random geology. The magnetic disturbances have implications beyond pure curiosity. They affect navigation, influence local auroras, and may even provide insights into Earth's magnetic history. Could Antarctica hold a key to understanding shifts in the planet's core, or perhaps reveal an ancient knowledge lost with a civilization swallowed by ice? Some researchers have even connected these anomalies to global legends of lost lands and advanced prehistoric societies. The possibility that the Earth itself remembers a hidden past beneath its frozen crust captivates scientists and storytellers alike. As the wind howls across ice plains and researchers brave temperatures well below freezing, Antarctica continues to guard its secrets. The magnetic anomalies, invisible to the eye but powerful in effect, hint at a world beneath the ice that is waiting to be explored. They serve as a silent reminder that even on the most studied continents, mysteries endure, and the planet still holds stories that could rewrite history, waiting patiently beneath layers of ice, metal, and time. Antarctica is not just the coldest, windiest, and most remote continent on Earth. It is also a vast cosmic archive, holding traces of the universe itself locked in ice for millennia. Beneath the frozen surface, scientists are uncovering particles, microorganisms, and meteorites that could reshape our understanding of both Earth and the cosmos. Each layer of ice is a page in a frozen diary, meticulously preserving events that span millions of years. Ice core drilling has revealed astonishing discoveries. Minute particles, deposited from cosmic dust or long-extinct volcanic eruptions, tell the story of Earth's environmental past. Embedded within these cores, researchers have found ancient microbes, some dormant, some startlingly resilient, surviving in conditions of extreme cold, high pressure, and total darkness. These microorganisms raise profound questions. How did life adapt to such harsh extremes? Could these microbes be remnants of ancient Earth ecosystems, or even visitors from the stars? The meteorites discovered on Antarctic ice are equally extraordinary. Unlike most debris that burns in the atmosphere, the continent's icy plains act as a natural preservation chamber. Many meteorites recovered here are tens of thousands of years old, providing a direct link to the early solar system. Scientists have discovered fragments rich in complex organic molecules, carbon compounds that could hint at the raw ingredients for life. Some researchers speculate these space rocks may even contain extraterrestrial microbial life, frozen and waiting for study. Each meteorite is like a message from deep space, a whisper from the cosmos etched into stone. Even more curious are the unusual electromagnetic and chemical signals detected within ice cores. Tiny anomalies, subtle variations in isotopes, or unexpected concentrations of cosmic particles hint at interactions between Earth and Piri. phenomena far beyond our planet. Some theorists suggest these signals may be remnants of cosmic events, ancient supernovae, or even subtle messages encoded in extraterrestrial debris. While such ideas remain speculative, the possibility that Antarctica holds direct evidence of life beyond Earth ignites the imagination. Expeditions here are painstaking, requiring advanced drilling technology, careful sterilization, and extreme cold endurance. Scientists work methodically, extracting ice cores meter by meter, cataloging every particle, microbe, and mineral. Laboratory analysis uses microscopes, genomic sequencing, and chemical spectroscopy to unravel each fragment's secrets. And with each new discovery, the continent reveals more about Earth's history, life's resilience, and perhaps the cosmic connections that bind our planet to the universe at large. Antarctica's ice, once thought lifeless and desolate, is turning out to be a living record of both our planet and the cosmos. Microbes frozen in time, meteorites that fell millions of years ago, and subtle cosmic messages are all waiting patiently beneath layers of ice, holding secrets humanity is only beginning to understand. Here, at the edge of the world, science and wonder converge, offering a glimpse into the mysterious interplay between Earth and the stars, past and present, frozen forever in Antarctica's eternal ice. Antarctica, the world's southernmost frontier, remains an enigmatic expanse of ice and silence, a place where the line between reality and legend blurs. For decades, scientists, explorers, and dreamers have ventured into its frozen heart, uncovering fragments of a story that seems larger than the planet itself. Yet every revelation only deepens the mystery, as if the continent itself is testing humanity's curiosity and persistence. Beneath the seemingly uniform ice sheets lies a hidden landscape of astonishing complexity. Subglacial lakes mirror the sky in perfect stillness, valleys carved by ancient rivers whisper forgotten geologies, and massive plateaus rise like frozen islands in a white desert. Explorers equipped with sonar, radar, and autonomous submarines have mapped these unseen worlds, revealing formations so vast that they rival any known terrain above ground. Some chambers appear to be carved with precision, raising questions about whether natural forces alone could have shaped them, or if a civilization long lost once walked these lands. Antarctica's secrets are not limited to geology. Ancient ice cores, meteorites, and preserved fossils suggest a history of life and cosmic interaction that stretches far beyond conventional timelines. Microbial life, resilient against the harshest conditions, hints at survival strategies older than human memory. Meteorites scattered across the ice carry carbon molecules, remnants of cosmic journeys that may predate Earth itself. Even electromagnetic anomalies and strange signals emanating from beneath the ice provoke both awe and speculation, challenging scientists to question what they know about physics, life, and the universe. Legends, too, intertwine with science. Tales of lost civilizations, hidden tunnels, and possible entrances to unknown realms have persisted for centuries. Operation Highjump, Nazi base theories, and the whispers of a hollow Earth all contribute to the mystique. While some claims verge on the fantastical, the very act of exploration has shown that Antarctica is far from a simple, inert landscape. Its ice preserves a narrative that is both ancient and dynamic, one that refuses to be fully deciphered. Humanity's efforts to unravel Antarctica's enigmas are ongoing. Every expedition uncovers more questions. How did life survive in isolation beneath kilometers of ice? Were there civilizations before recorded history that thrived and vanished here? Are the anomalies detected in ice and rock purely natural, or do they hint at something extraordinary? Scientists confront these questions with cutting-edge technology, but the continent, patient and silent, guards its truths with an almost sentient resolve. In the end, Antarctica is more than a frozen wasteland. It is a mirror reflecting humanity's desire to understand its origins, its place in the cosmos, and the boundaries of possibility. Its grandeur, isolation, and mystery inspire both awe and humility. Every peak, valley, and ice shelf is a reminder that some secrets are meant to challenge us, to push exploration further, and to remind us that knowledge is a journey, never a destination. The Antarctic enigma persists, a final revelation not in answers, but in the endless pursuit of discovery, a testament to the power of wonder at the edge of the world.